daily game plan for success. It's Sachs in the Morning. Steve Sachs.
Hi, Steve Sachs here with Sachs in the Morning. Welcome to this beautiful Wednesday. And we're going to talk about something today that sometimes hides behind the curtain a little bit, something that some people don't like to face all the time. But I think we should get it right out there in the open and face this thing. And that's called the inner critic, the saboteur, if you will. I know I've mentioned it on the podcast a couple of times, but this is something I wanted to preempt with our long-form guest tomorrow, Debbie Neal. Oh my gosh, wait till you listen to her. She is just absolutely amazing. When you talk about the inner critic or the saboteur, she has flat out stabbed that dude in the neck and buried it. It's the best way I can describe it. She is unbelievable. So you're in for a treat tomorrow. This inner critic or saboteur, everybody has it. You know, we have that inner voice in us that talks to us, kind of protecting us, not going out on a limb too far and not kind of pushing ourselves because of the dangers that may be out there or sometimes the shortcomings that we might have. So a lot of this information that I'm sharing with you today is from the Coactive Coaching Method. It's where I was trained as a coach. Love the book, and there's so much great information in there. So really, when you talk about an inner critic, there's three things that we'll talk about in this short today. Number one is being able to face it. You know, when I went through that throwing issue, the one thing I had to do, and it was a start to getting over that throwing issue, was to just face it, admit I had a problem of confidence, and I had to find a way to get over it. And I think facing it is the first and best thing that you can possibly do to kind of beat that inner critic into the ground. Because in facing the problem, it kind of exposes the whole thing. And it puts everything right out there under a light. And if you can see it good, then you can attack it and make things happen. I think the second thing you can do is you can have a really good support system. This is really important for me. I know when I was going through this thing, wow, having people around me that were supporting me and letting you know that it was all right, that they're going to build you up and be there if you stumble again, no matter what. I think that's a really important thing. So that support system to have around you is great. And if you have that kind of a kick-butt support team, your inner critic really starts feeling unpopular and they don't like it and they feel like they don't fit in. Remember, for you to silence that inner critic, you've got to have a strong inner voice, and that's where that support system comes in. And finally, you got to discover what your strengths are and play to those strengths. I think that's what people mostly do in business nowadays. The way they hire people is they look for what you do great, and they try to capitalize on those things and not try to go to the places where you may be a little bit deficient and try to build that up so much. Because if you can accent what you're doing well, then it's going to build everything up, even in the places where you're not so strong. So that's why it's important to build up and play to those strengths. And just remember this too, despite what the inner critic tells you, your inner world is a judgment-free zone. That's the great thing about having your own destiny in your own hands, is you are in a judgment-free zone. And that's my short for today. If you like what you heard, give us a positive review, subscribe, and share. Also, don't forget to go to our website at sachsinthemorning.com if you want to get into the swag store. Hit the shop button, and believe me, it's all there for you. Hats, mugs, tumblers, V-necks, visors, you name it. Go take advantage of the swag store at sachsinthemorning.com. Today's podcast was brought to you by Sarson Funds, Real, Clear, Crypto. One of the more popular financial investments in the market today is cryptocurrency and blockchain. You've heard a lot about it. Bitcoin and others make the news on a regular basis. But it's a new currency and a new process that many of us don't really know or understand, and that's where Sarson Funds come in. They build your confidence with knowledge of the investment. They're a leading educator for financial advisors and consumers. I know. I personally have investments with Sarson. They have a passion for cryptocurrency with a team that boasts a wealth of knowledge in the industry. More importantly, they have the resources to help us, you and me, learn about this new and exciting investment opportunity, like Cryptocurrency 101. It's yours by simply visiting the website and clicking on Education and Marketing. If you want to learn more, if you're looking to get a high-level Wall Street grade understanding of cryptocurrency and blockchain, visit sarsonfunds.com. They've helped me understand why this is a great investment tool and to better understand what it's all about. Sarson Funds. Real, clear, crypto.